Welcome to another video from Tonxo Tours, replying to our Instagram surveys about tourism and visiting Madrid and Spain. We had a few requests this week. One, a couple from the wonderful Sarah Stanley Romes. In one, she asks for libraries to go book hunting. And I thought about that one, but there's such a rewarding feeling when you hit upon an old bookstore and you go in and the dusty books and all the old books. That I'm going to let you guys figure that one out. Walk around, find old bookstores to get lost in. That was one. Another one was for hole in the wall dive sort of tapas and drinks places. And of course, that's one of my favorite topics. So for that one, you're going to have to book a tour with Tonxo Tours, and I'll be happy to show you around Madrid's many watering holes and eating places. The last one, which is the one we're going to talk about today, are small museums, little jewel museums around Madrid. And there's a few of them, there's a whole bunch of them, but we're only going to talk about 3 of them for time reasons, so I don't bore you guys to death. And we're going to start with my favorite one, my all-time favorite, which is, some of you know, Museo Sorolla. The Museo Sorolla is in the Barrio Chamberí, which is a nice residential neighborhood. It's my favorite neighborhood. It's the only last interclass neighborhood in Madrid. And the Museo Sorolla used to be Joaquín Sorolla's home and studio and atelier. So it has this wonderful garden. It's an oasis of peace and calm with fountains. And then inside is his home and all his art. He was called the painter of light. Technically, he fits into the Impressionists. He's not really an Impressionist, he does his own thing. And it's a beautiful museum and big canvases, and you can see his home, his living room, his dining room. He collected ceramics, so there's a bunch of ceramics because he was from Valencia originally, which is where he also got this inspiration for the light. And if you're in the States and you want to catch up on Sorolla, you can go to the Hispanic Society of New York, which has wonderful murals done by him. That was a massive project that he did there. So that's number one. That's Museo Sorolla in Calle Martínez Campos, his old home, his old palazzo. The second one is the Museo del Romanticismo. Museo del Romanticismo, as the name implies, is a Romanticism era. And again, it's an old palazzo. It's in the Malasaña neighborhood. It's right in the vortex of Malasaña, Chueca, Chamberí. It's right there, and it's an old palazzo, and it's chock full of art from the late 1700s and mostly early 1800s. So late 1700s, early 1800s, correct. And there's art, there's furniture, there's musical instruments. There's even the gun that Larra committed suicide with. Larra was the first opinion journalist in Spain, and he fell in love and the things didn't work out and he shot himself. So that gun is there. And it's a wonderful, wonderful palazzo, and it has a tiny courtyard garden, and there's a coffee shop there, so you can have a wonderful cup of tea or cup of coffee in the garden with a little pastry. So the Museo del Romanticismo is my second suggestion and recommendation for you. Our last and third it was a tough choice, but I'm going with the Lázaro Galdiano. Lázaro Galdiano, third old palazzo. This is late 1800s palazzo, and it's on Calle Serrano, so you can mix it in with all your fancy shopping. And this has a phenomenal collection of there's Velázquez, there's Goyas, there's Grecos, you name it. This guy was an avid collector, and you can find everything from ancient coins, Roman coins and Greek coins and all that kind of stuff, up to these massive canvases. Again, it's this fellow's home, so there's furniture as well. There's a cranky old elevator. I don't know if it works. And that's a wonderful, wonderful visit. And they There's a little gift shop, and it has gardens as well with some sculptures, so you can walk around the gardens a little bit. So that's the Museo Lázaro Galdiano. So there you have it. Those are my 3 recommendations from Tonxo Tours for off the beaten track small museums in Madrid. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in Madrid and in Spain soon as this pandemic is over. So thank you very much, and stay safe, everyone.